Tonight, the major warning for both President Biden and former President Trump from a demographic that may prove critical in the 2024 election: Black voters. A new focus group in North Carolina telling NBC News many of them will not vote for Trump, but they're not thrilled about Biden either. A political phenomenon known as double haters.
First thing that comes to mind, President Biden.
Old. Right?
Incompetent.
I look at him as kind of smug and entitled.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Donald Trump?
Crazy. Powerful.
He's definitely racist.
The NBC News Deciders Focus Group, a collaboration with Engage's, Syracuse University, and Sago, finding that despite the Black community's historic support for President Biden, these voters now have major reservations.
A lot of the things that they say are for Blacks and for everybody, but they'll just say it's for Blacks in the beginning.
I feel like some of this is performative.
The panelists at times struggling to name anything President Biden had done for the Black community.
We all don't go to HBCUs. What are you doing for Black students? Not just HBCUs.
Presented with the White House's messaging on Biden's work for the Black community, the group panned his efforts to broadcast his accomplishments.
I think that it's all political mumbo jumbo.
Despite their harsh words for President Biden, most said they would vote for him. The group left some of their most biting criticism for former President Trump.
He's sexist. He's delusional. He's old as hell. Oh, I'm sorry. He's very old.
Especially over his recent remarks about the Black community.
Then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the Black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against.
That's probably one of the most racist comments he's ever made.
It feels like he thinks we're all criminals.
It's like an insult. It's like, are you serious? That's what you think of us?
What do all you make of some Republican backers of Trump who say that Trump's marketing of sneakers appeals to Black voters?
It's like a joke, not taking us seriously.
President Biden has always massively outperformed Trump among Black voters. He polled ahead of Trump by nearly 60% in January's NBC News poll. But compared to where those numbers sat in the 2020 exits, his hold on the Black vote is starting to slip. North Carolina, the state these voters call home, is in play in 2024 and could be the difference between re-election and a historic defeat for the president. Now the rise of the double haters raising a critical question. Will the Black voters who have been in Biden's corner for years show up for him one more time in the most important election of his life?
Yamiche joins us tonight from Washington. Yamiche, you always learn something when you hear from these focus groups. And we saw there in your piece, voters mentioned being concerned about the ages of both Trump and Biden. But it's been more of a political liability for President Biden so far in this race. Was this group more concerned about one or the other on the age question?
These voters were certainly more concerned about President Biden's age than former President Trump. Some in the group even said they wondered whether someone else was pulling the strings in the White House because they saw President Biden as too old to lead. And 12 out of the 14 people who participated in this focus group said they voted for President Biden in 2020. Now, just 9 of them say they would vote for him again. That is worrisome for President Biden because in a tight race, he's going to want to really turn out every voter who supported him in 2020 and grow his numbers to ensure a victory. And based on these focus groups, he has a lot of work to do with Black voters who are really not that excited about voting for him and feel like really they're just voting against Donald Trump. Tom?
Yamiche Alcindor for us tonight. Yamiche, we always appreciate all your reporting. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.